So it's pouring with rain this morning. I think I'm going to give it a little while. It's supposed to be a bit better this afternoon. Well, later this morning, but we'll wait and see. It's a much shorter route for me today, so I'm only going from Cowes to Ryde. But hopefully this will clear up and it won't be too bad. So it has stopped raining, but it's glimmin' cold this morning. It's pretty icy. I think it was a bit of snow in here about half an hour ago. So anyway, I'm just heading up to the floating bridge and across to East Cowes and then up past Osborne House. Let's go. So there is part of the route that you can take into Newport up through the River Medina and then back down to East Cowes, but to be honest, it's not really worth doing. There's not much to see up there, and it's a much nicer route going across the Chain Ferryway. It's a much more fun way of getting across to East Cowes as well. So let's get on the floating bridge. So it's £1 to get across on the floating bridge if you're a foot passenger, which isn't too bad. Only takes about 5 minutes, and then we're straight into East Cowes. If you do need anything, you can stop in East Cowes. There's a few cafes here. There's a Waitrose, all sorts around here. Not as busy as West Cowes, but if you need a few supplies, then it's a good place to stop as well. Thank you. I'm just coming up to Osborne House. It's where Queen Victoria loved to hang out. It's a great place to stop if you can, if you've got time. If you're doing this in more than sort of 6 or 7 days, then maybe include this as somewhere you want to stop off. I haven't got time for that, so I'm going to carry on down there. What I would say as well though is just opposite there is a pub, the Prince of Wales, so that'll be a good stop off on the way. But yeah, Osborne House is here. Just a little bonus tip, right next to the Prince of Wales is an Isle of Wight fudge company called Slab. I've had a lot of Slab in the past, as you can probably see. Definitely worth stopping and grabbing some. It'll be great for putting in your pocket when you're going for a walk. So Whippingham is the next town we go through, and then we head on up into Wootton. So if you look out for the primary school down in Whippingham, you just turn left and we're walking through to Wootton now. Like yesterday, there's a bit of road walking, but nothing like it was yesterday. It's not as busy at all. This is a very quiet back road that goes through from Whippingham through to Wootton. It feels a lot safer. You're not having to worry about cars passing you very close. So yeah, much better. So just a little tip for you. Once you get to the top of Palmer's Road, it's going to tell you to go left on the coastal path. Ignore it. Go right and then head first left and you'll end up going down Wootton High Street. You're not missing much out. You're just walking around the back of people's houses. But if you walk down the high street, there's places to stop and get a drink. There's a little Tesco's down there and there's a few little shops down in town as well. So you've got a couple of places to eat in Wootton. You've got Seabo, which is good, I've been there before. Also got the Sloop, which is now called Stonehouse at Tide Mill. It's like a carvery and pizza place. So they're your last real places to stop off before Ryde though, if you're going that way. So I have just deviated from the route ever so slightly, coming through Wootton into Fishbourne. I've come up through the main road just because where it's been raining a bit, it might be a bit boggy down the back lanes. You're not missing too much by just carrying on up the main road and turning back down into Fishbourne. But next stop is Cowes Abbey. So if you're coming to the island to do this walk, Fishbourne might be a good place to start. The car ferry comes in from Portsmouth here, and you can start from here. So there's no right or wrong way of doing the Isle of Wight coastal path. Start anywhere, but there are certain places you might want to start from more than others, especially if you're coming over by boat. Also, if you need to stay in hotels, it's going to be easier in certain places than others, which I'll go into later. So although it's a shorter route today, there's actually a lot more to see on this route. We had Osborne House back outside of Cowes, and now we're coming up to Cowes Abbey, which is just outside of Ryde. So let's go and have a look. So Cowes Abbey is another great stop off on the route. You've got a little cafe down there and you can go and walk around in the abbey. But you've also got these little pigs running around in the garden. So it's founded here in 1132, but it's been rebuilt. This isn't the original abbey. So it's coming up with something being here for nearly 900 years now, so it's been here a while. So it's very different in here from any other monastery I've ever been in. It feels very new and very modern, but it's very old at the same time. So yeah, really interesting place. So I'm just going to stop off for a quick bite to eat before I head back through to Ryde. Just going to head into the tea shop here, get a cake or something. So I've just grabbed a Bakewell slice. It's nice and warm in here. So just going to eat this and head off to the last leg for today. So one thing I would say about today is the terrain has been much better and the signposting has been much better as well. There's been no part of the day that I've been unsure about where I'm going. Physically, it's also been a lot easier today. There's been no clambering over any obstacles or having to drag myself through brambles. It's been pretty good. So after you've left Cowes Abbey, just follow the main route, come up through the golf course here in Ryde, and then we turn left down onto the coastal path again. So I finally made it to Ryde. I'm going to do a slight deviation again off of the coastal path. We're going to go straight across down here and we're going to head onto Union Street and just walk down there. It's no difference really, you're just literally going down the back street of the main coastal path. And there's a lot more going on down there. You can have a little look at the shops on the way down. And you get a better view of the Solent down there as well, I think. So I'm back at the hotel now. Just before I pop out and get some food, I thought I'd just go over today really. It was a lot easier than the previous day. It was very well signposted today. The route was easy to walk and there was no real problem with diversions around. So overall, a much easier day than the previous day. Right, I'll see you tomorrow.